Not us sitting through 2 hours of an interview waiting for Black Coffee to give us the skaka. And then, and then, and then, Damati, I'm a Black Coffee. 2 hours. No entlembali. Re tlhompe abuti. Ipe hantle abuti. Ngiyani amukela kwinkqubo yami bomntaba kadad, bomntaba kagogo, bomntaba ka-auntie, bomntaba kasisi. I am Sims, and it's at The Right Sims on Instagram, so please follow your sister. It is literally 10:28, okay? It's 10:28. We just got home from Stekiniko Maponya Mall for the special edition of Podcast and Chill Black Coffee's episode. It was sold out, packed from the front to the back, on the side to the side, okay? I know a lot of you saw my post on Instagram, and then people are like, give us the exclusive, give us the juice, give us the... Nothing, guys. Have you ever went to the shop to buy Oros, and then you come back with the Wild Island? It's exactly like that, guys. Black Coffee got into everything except the 1-2 things that we want about his life. We wanted to know about his Zoom meeting with Entlembali. How long was the Zoom meeting? How did the Zoom meeting go? What happened in their Zoom meeting? Who fought with who in the Zoom meeting? How did the Zoom meeting end? He said nothing. He said nothing about his mother's... No. He said nothing about the woman that he is related to the same children with. Because that marriage was very chakalaka beef. It was not make sure. And then on top of that, guys, we all know that just recently there were cheating allegations, right? When it comes to his ex-wife, Entlembali, right? And these allegations came out, and Entlembali was always like the victim, until Entlembali now started dating a man that was married, and the wife confronted Entlembali, and then Entlembali, there were phone calls that came out between the wife confronting Entlembali about her doing the chakalaka beef, putting the husband's divorce and Entlembali's birth equipment together, right? And then Entlembali was like, Hannah, I've got a facet of condoms. I've got condoms in my car. And just after that, Black Coffee came out and said to McG, I'm ready to talk. So all of us thought that he was going to blast his former Steve Ovo is my lover. But he really didn't do that. He literally said nothing, guys. And I feel like he did say something, ne? But maybe he asked Abo McG to edit that part out because there was no hint. Guys, we didn't even know about his love life. Like, he didn't even touch on his love life. He didn't even say that his divorce is going into whose birth equipment. He didn't talk about any of that. All Black Coffee spoke about was, we know the story about his hand, right? My husband was explaining to me because I wasn't listening much. His hand was almost amputated, ne? But then he said, Bangay keep. How babe? Okay, so my husband was explaining the story about Black Coffee's hand and how it all went down, and then he was also talking about his career a lot. He spoke a lot about his career, about who he's worked with, working with David Guetta, meeting Beyonce, meeting Jay-Z, being at those Rocker. Is it Rockefeller? No, Rockefeller is the club in Soweto. You going to Jay-Z, babe? That Jay-Z lunch, man, the one that Buntle Mudisela just attended. Yeah, he spoke about being at those luncheons and how it pops. Yeah, but he just basically spoke about himself as an artist, working with big people, working with stars. Guys, there was no juice, there was no skaka, there was no... It was just vibes. The theater was full of people. Like I said, it was sold out, right? Like it was just full of people. It was like in having your friends over and watching your favorite artist have an interview. There was like nothing deep. Meg G Shem really tried, ne? But most of the time Meg G was starstruck. Like you could see Meg G like has always wanted to smell Black Coffee's Aramis. Like he wanted to smell Black Coffee's brute. Like he listened, like he they were in Starbucks because they were very starstruck. But other than that, it didn't. It was a nice, guys. It was a nice interview, but there was no skaka. There was no skaka. Just a bunch of people hanging out, asking each other questions. But deep, deep down in my heart, I thought that Black Coffee was going to blast the mother of his children. But clearly, he's a much, much better ex than I am. Because let me tell you something, okay? If you've been blasting me for a very long time, telling people that I'm not paying electricity, telling people that I am putting my voice in different communities and birth equipment, the first opportunity I have to blast you, I am definitely blasting you, okay? And especially because give Black Coffee. Like, it's not coffee, it's not Nescafe. This one is that one of Jacob's Croning Mine. But he is that one of Nespresso, but he still, like, kept it cute, kept it clean. So, I don't know what to tell you guys. I know you guys were expecting to get, like, juice, tea. There's nothing. There is literally nothing. But what can I tell you? What I can tell you about that one of MacGyver. MacGyver, he's running a borderline cult, guys. If my management can support me like how the chillers support Mechi, we can outshine Lerato Kganyago next Valentine. Chillers came out in numbers. The show was sold out. Every cinema in Gauteng was sold out. Do you know what type of cult you have to be running to have so many people support you? Like, it was so professional. It was running like a really well-oiled machine. And after the movie, listen to me say after the episode, Yaga Black Coffee, there were people from Via, you know, Meg has a partnership with Via Techies, right? There were people from Via and a nice board saying podcast and chill. People could take pictures, people could buy sneakers, but Meg G, whatever he's selling to his chillers, it's big because people came out in numbers. Ke re Thogo, ke bone Sboshi, ke bone Lerato, ke bone Letlotlo, ke bone Nthabisenyi, ke bone Tumelo, ke bone Moreki, ke bone everyone, ke bone bo botlhe. So, like, yeah, congratulations, my colleague. Shem, sold out. It was 120 rand per ticket. And it was sold out before the 25th. Phela abantu bakhola nge-25, mara abantu baka-Make banemali. Sold out. Guningi, guys. But yeah, that is basically it. Nothing much. No juice, no tea, no soap, or nothing. I will see you on the next one.